Welcome back to the Gothic Diaries, where we explore the realms of the supernatural and delve into the darkest corners of the human psyche. Tonight, we bring you a tale of a haunting that transcends the boundaries of the living and the dead. Prepare yourselves, dear viewers, for a journey into the heart of darkness. The clock struck midnight as I found myself behind the wheel of my new car, a sleek and shiny beauty that I had just acquired at an unbelievably affordable price. Little did I know that this ordinary drive would soon turn into a nightmare of supernatural proportions. It began innocently enough, as the moon cast its eerie glow upon the empty road. But as the night wore on, I felt a peculiar sensation creeping up my arm. It started with a slight tingling, as if 1,000 tiny needles pricked my skin. I glanced down, expecting to see nothing out of the ordinary, but what I saw sent a shiver down my spine. My hand, once familiar and comforting, had transformed before my very eyes. The flesh had turned a sickly shade of gray, and the nails had elongated into sharp, gnarled claws. Each passing night brought new changes. My hand grew tougher, covered in coarse hair that seemed to sprout from every pore. The veins bulged beneath the surface, pulsating with an otherworldly energy. And there, etched into the skin as if burned with hellfire, was a tattoo of an anchor. How it got there, I could not fathom. But it was not just the physical transformation that haunted me. It was the sensation of detachment, as if I were merely an observer, a helpless bystander trapped inside my own body. I would watch in horror as my grotesque hand gripped the steering wheel, the fingers curling and flexing with a will of their own. It was as though I was losing control, my very essence slipping away, consumed by this malevolent force. As the days turned into weeks, the sensation grew stronger. I could no longer deny the truth that something supernatural was at play. Desperate for answers, I scoured the car for any clue, any sign of the darkness that had taken hold of me. And then, buried deep inside the glove compartment, I found it. A small family picture. The photo depicted a man with an uncanny resemblance to the tattooed anchor on my hand. His eyes mirrored my own, haunted and tormented. The realization hit me with the force of a sledgehammer. I was turning into him, the previous owner of the car, the man who had met an untimely end in a tragic car crash. His ghost, restless and lost, had latched onto this vehicle, forever seeking a way back home to his family. And now, his spectral presence had found its vessel in me. I was the unwitting host to a tortured soul, a passenger in my own body. Terrified and desperate for release, I made a solemn vow. I would no longer drive this cursed car at night, avoiding its clutches and the darkness that came with it. Instead, I sought the help of a medium, a beacon of hope in my sea of despair. The medium, a kind and gentle soul, listened intently to my harrowing tale. With compassion in her eyes, she assured me that she would do everything in her power to help this lost spirit find peace. As I left the medium's humble abode, a newfound sense of hope washed over me. I knew that I had done everything within my control to find a resolution for both myself and the wandering spirit that had taken hold of my life. Now, as I write these words, I can only hope that the medium's efforts are fruitful. I can only hope that the lost soul will find its way back to its family, thus finding the peace it has long been denied. And as I rest my weary head upon the pillow tonight, I find solace in the belief that there is a greater power at work, one that will guide us all to our rightful places. Though the night is dark, there is always a glimmer of light on the horizon.